I just got Tesla's full self-driving software 12.3. This is a big new update for self-driving, and I want to take it for a little spin with you guys and talk through it. So let's go. 12.3 is a really big update. So up until now, full self-driving was just lines and lines of code built on top of one another. I think it was something like 300,000 lines of code. And with rules like see stop sign, stop, unprotected left turn, wait for traffic, red light, stop, etc., 100,000 times, something like that. I'm no expert. The big difference with 12.3 is they've completely scrapped that model, and now they're doing true machine learning. So instead of all these lines of code, one second, let's see how this goes with the stop sign. Clear, clear, perfect. Instead of all those lines of code, they just said, here's millions of hours of good drivers driving. Do that. And that's it. And the car actually doesn't know what a stop sign is anymore. It just knows that cars are supposed to stop at that red sign on the corner. So it's really a big difference in terms of how the model works and how Tesla is approaching full self-driving. As we do this, I'll kind of talk through some differences between the most recent 11 versus now 12. Here we got a roundabout. Perfect. In version 11, roundabouts were kind of an issue. They would move slowly. So we'll keep going. Another thing I'll mention is that right here, you'll notice this little blue wheel. If that's on, full self-driving is on. Of course, I'll have my hands on the wheel. That doesn't mean that I'm driving. It just means I'm kind of maintaining for safety. So we'll keep going and we'll see how well it does for this ride home. Approaching the screen for a left turn. Let's see if we can make it. Not sure if I was supposed to be in that weird middle lane, but good enough. Now it's kind of hitting the brakes a little bit. You can see our speed 51, speed limit 45. That's decent for this road. There have been some issues I've read where version 12 is not really going as fast as it should, even though I have a setting on right now that's supposed to be kind of maintaining the flow of traffic and speed. I see some people kind of coming up close behind me. I can actually nudge the accelerator a little bit and have it increase the speed, and it actually maintains that a bit. All right, it's yellow, but it's pushing through, just what I would do. Let's get on this highway. You can see it's already adjusted for the speed limit of 65. It's going to kind of speed up for us. I was about to go into the left lane, but this guy was coming in from the left, so that's good. That was a good dodge. And you can see on the screen the other cars in the other lanes, as well as this blue line kind of showing the trajectory that the car is taking. We got cars merging in from the right, so kind of keeping a close eye on this. We'll see if we make room for anybody. It's a little aggressive. I probably would have let that other car move in. All right, but that was fine. That was fine. Highway driving has been pretty simple for full self-driving for years now, so I'm skipping through some of the highway drive here, but as we approach city streets, we'll get back into it. All right, I know here we got to get over at least one lane soon. Let's see if the car will handle that. Looking good. Ideally, we would get over one more lane, but not today. What I can do is just hit the stock, and then it goes ahead and makes that lane change for me. So another new thing with the speed offset and traffic flow with version 12 is it has this auto max limit. In the old versions, you would have to set a specific speed. Now it's just maintaining the flow of traffic. And if it does feel like it's going too slow, I can't adjust that at all, but I can nudge that accelerator and make it go a little faster if needed. It's a really smooth double lane change there, getting past this traffic. I love that. Although it's trying to go straight, so no, I'm gonna take over now and just make sure it goes left here. That's a case of not a great move. It got all the way over, even though this is a left-only lane. This is a very tough area to try to be jumping in between lanes, especially if you're trying to go straight. Once I make this left turn, I'll turn full self-driving back on when it re-navigates onto the other road. All right, now that it's forced to go this way, we're gonna see this direction update. Good for self-driving again. So here it's just hitting the speed limit. I'm giving a little accelerator to tell it to speed up a bit. Now it's happy to stay where I told it. So we have one block to get over to this next lane. Let's see if we get aggressive here. That's the move. Nice and aggressive. It's a little bit slow on the turn, but it's missing that bike lane. Very good. Now let's see what it wants to do about this guy. He's not looking at me. That's okay. No problem. And again, we're going under the speed limit here, so I'm going to give it a little nudge, and we'll speed up a little bit. I think that's a bug in terms of like not hitting the right speed. I've read they're trying to fix that soon, hoping they do. That's really my biggest complaint so far with full self-driving 12. And we're getting pretty close to home, so I'll cut it off in a minute here, but thanks for watching. If you guys have questions in the comments or want to see anything different in these full self-driving videos, please let me know. And thank you for watching.